Curse of the Creative is the radio promotions podcast from the creative team at Ultimate Media. Got Ricky, Nick, and Bongani. A good game is a quick game. Bongani, 2 episodes ago, we were talking about, like I say this, like, oh, I remember back in those days, it was actually 5 minutes ago as we record, we spoke about competition winners and the people that you deal with. What is the biggest stunt a competition winner or entrant has tried to pull with you? We know there's often people, you told me the other day, there's people like using 2 ID books, there's people using fake numbers and names. What is the biggest stunt or the biggest scam? One of them, because they think we're scamming, but I think it goes the other way around.
I mean, lately we had a situation whereby a listener entered using two people's details, different numbers. But now, when the station called looking for a Sophie, a Ricky answered. And a Ricky didn't say that they are not a Sophie. They carried on with the competition moment. They won. But now, when I went back to the list of finalists that I sent, Ricky was not there. But now, when the station gives me the winner names, they're giving me Sophie's name, but on the audio it's a guy who's talking. So I had to call the guy, find out what's happening, and then he came up with a story that his cousin and him are using the same phone. The phone is a dual SIM. So these 2 numbers are in the same phone. So I'm like, okay, let's speak to the cousin. And he's like, the cousin went to work. But then the station had called him before and he had told the station the same thing again about the cousin being at work. So yeah, we had to disqualify him.
What a web of lies. Ricky, you would have been fuck off at point 1. Right, something happened.
Scammer.
Guy with 2 phones. Exactly. Guy with 2 phones is the equivalent of the guys back in the 90s that used to wear Uzzi hoodies. You know they're up to no good. So this is Curse of the Creative. Bongani is in the hot seat today. We've had a good run so far. Everyone's very generous. Bongani, your clock starts now.
All right. The idea is guess the box. Listeners are given 3 closed boxes and a prize in one of those 3 boxes. They need to guess which box has the prize. Prizes could range from all expense paid weekend out, a car, cash from 5,000 to 100K, or vouchers. And then on this campaign, big prizes can be given out at any stage of the campaign. You don't have to wait for the campaign to end. And then if the person guessed the correct boxes, if the person guessed the correct box which has the prize, then they will win that prize. Now, this idea can also be implemented on WhatsApp as well, where listeners are given 3 options to choose on which option the prize might be. It can be alphabets or numbers.
Nick, add an element of jeopardy to that because it's all very easy. There's no risk of losing. What would you do to add just a twist to make it a little bit trickier?
Well, maybe from a couple episodes back for our listeners, but also 5 minutes ago as the Ricky side, where there's a point of risk of maybe we're on this too much, but like losing what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if you make a mistake, one mistake equals you out completely. We move to the next listener. I'm going to park it for that reason. It's nice, Bongs. It works. There's no doubt about it. But I always like an element of risk. It is hard to pull off without being dark or negative. But yeah, that's the only element I would add. There could also be, it's like a take a lot. You could have like your influencers going. Maybe they play the game and listeners bet on them. I don't know if that's a twist, but yeah, it just needs that something extra to take it to air.
Ricky?
Okay, I'm going to add an element of risk to it. So I like it. It's like super, super simple, right? Yeah, most competitions are sort of the same thing. Element of risk. How about in the other 2 boxes? So the one box you have to lose a finger. And the other box, you owe us money or something. I don't know. Like if you want to put a element of risk. Listen, the risk is, you're right. There's no risk. So for that reason too, I'm gonna park it.
I wanted the boxes to blow up at some point, like actually physically explode. So you know how you get those like gender reveal parties where the confetti explodes. So I wanted the
cool.
boxes to explode, but I'm much more into losing fingers and body parts. I think there are not enough radio promotions where somebody runs the risk of losing a body part. So body parts or gender reveals will get that over the line. But yeah, add an element of risk, give it a reason why you could not win, and lop off a finger. I mean, fuck it, why not? This is Curse of the Creative, the radio promotions podcast from the people at Ultimate Media. Like, share, subscribe, and give us a 5-star review if you listen on Apple Podcasts. I just remembered to say that now.